but there's a lot of requests here. So how do I know which one is his?
You should click into it and you'll be able to find him there.
But it's like 20, 30 people asking, and then is he just gonna be in there?
His will be popped up at the front. It'll be whitelisted to the front.
Okay. Let's see. Still waiting on Liam, and I'm sorry we got a little delayed because we've been doing promo all day. Oh, here we go. Liam, add. Let's see.
Yeah, you should be good to go.
Oh,
what up?
Sorry for my lateness. I was I'm still figuring out how to use this as I'm quite new to TikTok.
Same, man. I just feel like we're becoming so technical these days.
You know what? I like this. This seems good. It seems very like fresh and like clean and quite easy to use. Actually, it's pretty good.
Yeah, and I like that you can add filters on the live, because then people.
How did you do that? Why didn't I get the message about filters?
But you can add it, and it just, because I'm not the biggest morning person, obviously, so usually I have like really dark eyes. But it can be hidden now. So thanks to technology. Every time I do an interview, I'm like, let me add the filter.
I need to get onto this because I've completely missed the boat with that. I'm just using my normal plain face.
Swipe right.
Nobody wants to see that.
Try to swipe right. It'll come. No, it's true. If you swipe left and right.
Oh, why have we got like guitar people playing?
Oh, I don't know.
What is that?
All right. So I'll be the host. I'm kidding. But yeah, what have we been doing the last couple of days? Just been doing a lot of interviews and promo, stuff like that, right?
What haven't we been doing? I mean, I feel like we've been the busiest ever.
Dude, I can't, because every day I asked Adam that works with me, I was like, do I have anything tomorrow? Always feel like, dude, I thought it would be a quite relaxing time, but since we're just like doing this song and all.
I mean, it's been well. It's definitely kept me a lot of the time, but it's getting to the same questions point now, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I feel
that's
like
why it's quite nice for us to come on and do these things every so often, so that people get a different side to things. Because otherwise, it just seems like we're answering the same stuff over and over again.
So how did Midnight come about?
So how did you film the video in quarantine?
So how? Yeah. And what? So Alesso, you're in LA, and Liam, you're in London. How?
What?
So Liam.
Oh, don't you start doing accents?
Well, I just sound like Borat sometimes. Like
the Liam,
but you telling me, you know.
Your Borat impression is spot on though.
So have you learned anything how TikTok works? Like, I haven't looked into your page yet. Have you posted?
No, anything? I posted a little one today of that Rose is Red and rhymey thing of Google thing. I thought I'd just do one of those. I'm like easing myself in with posts to try and find, but like I want to make sure that when I post stuff, I'm not just posting stuff for like the sake of posting something. Because I feel like that's where you lose all the magic of everything.
Then it just ends up being nothing. So I've started just posting things now because like that's the
dog video in the car is my favorite video you've done. That was my very first like.
Oh my god! Thank you. That was the other day, and I was just like, because it was when I shot that live stream we did that's coming out. I don't know if we're allowed to talk about that, but anyway, so I had to go for a drive with Turbo, and then I just put him there. And it was funny with him. He like knows when I take a photo, so he'll freeze like when he sees a.
How did you get him to keep the sunglasses on? Because my dog would not have that.
I've taught him how to freeze. Like he doesn't move. Like he just stays. Like when I say stay, he freezes. Like he doesn't move, which is the best thing because it's so easy to take photos with him. He knows like I need to freeze now, and he most likely will get rewarded. So I give him.
You need to get him out dog modeling.
Dude, he's so jacked. Like he's the most
He is. He's
yeah.
good for it.
And it really makes me think about genetics, you know. I'm like, why do I not look like that when I go to the gym? Really, I'm like, oh, it's genetics. It's genetics. I'm trying to tell myself that.
Picture you frozen on is the best picture I've ever seen. You're
What?
like,
What do you say?
I'm taking a screenshot. That's funny.
Anyway, but he's not like on this crazy work schedule. And yours is frozen now. Are you still there?
How am I watching my? How did that just replay? That was weird.
Okay, yours is just laughing now. Your camera. It's just like a picture of you laughing. It's How do I unfreeze you?
Oh, hang on. I'm
there you
having
go.
technical difficulties. Oh,
You're
back in the room.
Now you're back.
That was like being back in time because what I said came through after I'd said it.
Oh, well, you know.
Oh,
That's one thing too. I've been YouTubing quantum physics. I still don't know what it is, but like I'm trying to understand time travel.
give us all like layman's terms. Explain quantum physics to us. Let's see. Pop quiz. Pop quiz.
If anyone here in the comments knows about quantum physics, please explain, because it's really interesting and it's actually science. It's not just from the Avengers.
Science.
You know, like I thought it was made up.
I love that you've been researching quantum physics, and we're actually asking, like, we're putting out like a crowd search now for people who know about it.
Science about how things are like how, I don't know, electrons or something are in waveforms instead. I don't know. I feel like that people are just gonna find me more and more stupid the more I talk about this. They'll be like, God, just stick to DJing. Anyway, we have a few things to talk about. Oh yes. Yeah. I was gonna mention I did a TikTok yesterday with Midnight, and where I showed a little bit how the song has been made, because I did one with my last song, like how to make like an EDM song, and now I just wanted to show this video that I posted was just like a breakdown showing like what parts goes in there. I mean, it's obviously way more work into it. It's not that simple. I just wanted to show like how much that was just a fraction of how many elements are in this song. You know, I think when you have a big song like this, it's really can be really difficult to find a balance of what is too much and what is, you know. And I just know that Midnight is just a tornado of sounds. There's just so many things in it, but it still comes together quite nicely. But I'm just like kind of amazed when I saw like, damn, you know, there's so many vocal parts on your end too. Like I have like 10 files after each other, like just one take there and one there and one harmony there combined. It just made me realize I want to give a pat on my shoulder how far I've come productive. Because if I would have given this project like 5 years ago, it would have sounded terrible because there's too many files, you know, and there's the whole project's too big.
Do you know what? That's what I find when I'm producing more than anything, is that sometimes it like everything molds into one and it sounds like mush.
Yeah, but I'm gonna. There's actually a few things that I've learned that I can FaceTime with you, and I can tell you you're gonna find it quite effective. So there is this, like, for example, the number one thing I learned when it comes to like make, especially house music, because house music is tricky because it's a 4/4, so it means the kicks always go 1, 2, 4, which means that you don't have that much space to put a bass line because it's always a kick that hits every 4 minutes. Yeah. So if you play a bass line, most likely that bass line is going to hit where the kick is, which already there you have to think about like how much kick do you want, how much bass do you want. If you want a loud kick, you can't have a loud bass, like a lot of bass. You have to find a balance there, and that was like
so you use a more like pulsy kick in that case when the bass is a bit bigger.
Yeah, but it's just more like because you could just like sidechain, you know, the bass line.
Yes.
And sidechain means like every time the kick comes in, the
sound dips out.
It dips out to give that space, and that's quite easy. But sometimes it could also take away, you know, bass that you wanted there. So what I've really learned, the first like really good advice I got is like, you can't have both. You can't have like a crazy kick and then a crazy bass. You have to choose one to be more than the other. That's really how it is.
I like that. I've not thought about that.
And it's just gonna sound like very like, and everything else you put on top is just gonna sound squished, you know.
Yes.
So but I'll do. And also one thing that I learned a lot is like, if you want your song to sound very like detailed, you have to start panning everything. Like, even if it's a hat that goes a little bit to the right, then put the snare in the middle, and then you put another hat to the left, like side panning to left. So it's all like to give a wide sound, and then it sounds like it's
right.
But sometimes I even take it too far. I like put everything way too wide, and then it sounds like it's all over the place, you know. But anyway, with Midnight, it was quite tricky because there was I think there was so many vocals, so much sound and everything. But it's banging.
Good job.
Let's see what else are we supposed to be talking about today. What do you?
Midnight TikTok discussion. Midnight TikTok. You know, we've been seeing different TikToks everyone's doing. I'm always trying to think of ideas for stuff that we can do. Obviously, I did the one today, and for some reason, I always want to make things ironic. Like, I always want to make like a thing of putting the song in the background of like when your mom wants you to go to bed, but you want to carry on playing Xbox. And then I just want to stay here, falling into midnight. Like, I want to see what things you guys do at midnight.
Yeah. Very good.
Just ironic stuff that doesn't make any sense. That's the stuff that makes me laugh the most, I think.
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot of stuff you can do. I'm terrible at doing this. I really notice how terrible actor I am. Like, I'm just like, oh shit. But the one thing I did, one of my favorite one was that switch flip. I did that with my girlfriend, and it was.
Oh, nice.
Have you seen it? It's kind of funny. That's the only good one.
I need to get into the mode of making videos of myself. I need to make more videos of myself. This is what the world has told everyone to do.
But you know what I thought about? You know, even it sounds like I'm creeping on you, but I see those like YouTube things popping up of you, and you know, in my suggestions. I can't get enough of this guy. No, but even if it's, I really notice like, okay, I know you, and we talk on a regular basis. Like but still, when I saw those videos, quite entertaining. You know what I mean? It's like, it might not. I think I'm understanding. Like, I understand. Like, you standing there, you're probably like, well, is it really? But it is entertaining to watch like a person do. You know what I mean?
It is. I don't know why. Because I mean, to me. I mean, my last video on YouTube was literally about the fact that I hadn't really got a video to make because I hadn't been anywhere and started rounding up weeks that are just non-existent, which is just the worst thing I could have possibly done. And you feel a proper lemon when you're making the video, like up by yourself.
Totally, but it's still entertaining, and so I think it's a good idea. I think
we're gonna do. I'm gonna do a lot more like interactive activities for people. I think, you know, the next parts of the little series thing, I'm going to start to try and see what things I can try and master, which is obviously going to end in absolute turmoil with a lot of them. But I think it's going to be quite fun. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay. What else are we talking? Midnight TikTok. Okay. Yeah. I mean, maybe we can jump on to some true or false questions. You know.
Let's do it.
And these are very, very, very carefully chosen true or false questions.
Yeah.
These ones, do you have some for me and I have some?
Yeah, let's go one for one. You ask, I ask, okay. Then we both do a shot.
Okay, first question to you, my friend. Are you afraid of spoons? What the hell?
This is not true. Spoon phobia is called cortnophobia or something, cutnophobia, and I actually used to have a fear of using spoons.
Wait, what?
I genuinely did as a kid. I didn't like to use them because I got the detention once, and it was to clean the dirty spoons.
They're like, what? Everyone's dying of laughter. Wait,
It's true.
Actually, a
This
thing.
was a problem. This was a problem in my life. I
Okay,
don't appreciate
it's-
it. No, I'm just kidding.
Respect that. Wait, tell me. So you would buy? You couldn't use a spoon? Just when
I
you
only like using spoons in my house. It was like a weird like germ thing because I got a detention where I had to like clean like cutlery once in school, and I looked at how dirty it all came back, and I was like, I'm not using that tomorrow. And then it just kind of stuck with me.
But wait, if you wash it, it's clean. So we're
It is, but it just I don't know. There's just it was a bad time in life.
fork or a knife.
Forks and knives you don't really put in your mouth all that much as you do like a spoon.
That's no sense. But I do respect.
But I'm since over it now. I'm 10 years clean.
I'm a bit. Oh yeah, you dead. Are you fine spoons now, or should I be? Like,
I can manage to use this. I could look at one in public.
when you come visit in Sweden in the studio, I'll just have a spoon laying down in the toilet, and I'll be like, ah.
But people used to get spoons out to me because the fans have known this for a long time, and they expect me to like run away from it. But it's just like I don't want to use it. So the reaction's actually really like okay.
You know what? The one thing with spoons though is like I really try not to use them while eating dishes unless it's like soup, because when I feel like when I see people eating rice with a spoon, it just looks weak. You know what I mean? Like,
I love the way that you say
it looks
spoon.
like you're a kid, in my opinion. Like the spoon only comes like when I really. It's actually interesting. The spoon always comes
Only
out
on occasion.
on an occasion when it's like, even when I would eat like dessert, I'd rather use a small fork, like a smaller fork, because it just spoon just is it's for kids. I'm kidding.
Right, I've got one for you.
Okay.
True or false? You considered giving up DJing to start a tattoo parlor?
Oh no, that's false. That's not
that's
true.
an anticlimax. Maybe you can do
Yeah.
a tattoo on me.
I mean, I love tattoos, but I've actually tattooed my friend. I tattooed my symbol on his like this area. I tattooed it, and it looks terrible, but he loves it.
They're always the best ones.
Yeah, but it just is so hard to draw, like, order to actually do it. It's quite difficult, and you have to be careful with how much pressure you put on it, and it's really difficult. It's not like, oh, I'll just recreate what I see on a picture. It's really like your muscles, how good you are with like your muscle memory, and oh my god, like this part of like the arm, it's like dies after minutes. So
yeah.
All right.
I remember.
Sorry.
Who was it? One of the band gave themselves a tattoo on the tour bus.
Really?
They bought like the stuff for it and did like a smiley face on themselves. I'm trying to remember who it was now.
Mm-hmm.
But on a bumpy tour bus. Not advisable. Don't try this at home. Go for another one. Another question.
Okay. Next one. Favorite movies. What favorite movies are the Toy Story films? So is that your favorite movie, the Toy Stories?
Why are these from like when I was like 10? All of these things are like from like my old.
These questions been sent in by our teams to dig out some interesting facts. So this must be. Are you a big Toy Story? I mean, I love.
I mean, Toy Story was a jam back in the day. I've got to put it out there. I think they went a bit too far with how many films of Toy Story they made. There was a lot of them. But the original Toy Story is like the OG real thing.
I love Toy Story. I mean, I love that they made. I mean, the first three were like really good, I think. But
yes,
but I mean, I don't mind that they keep making them. So yeah,
I think they're done now. I think they're finished. They're all done.
They're gonna keep going. They did the fourth. I haven't. Yeah, that they're gonna stop.
I think that was the end as far as I know. They've become like wild toys now. They're toys that just run around in the wild.
All right. But so I have seen the people sending roses and stuff like that. That's what's that? Oh, I don't know what this means. Are these likes and followers or?
Yeah, I don't know what they are, what it means, but it all looks very exciting.
All right. Do you have a question?
I'm going to look through the questions to see. True or false? Your lucky colours are orange and yellow.
That's false. Lucky colors.
Who has lucky colours? Where did they find these questions?
We have to read through this question. Terrible.
You go, quick! Just forget that happened. I don't know what the hell's going on over here.
Your biggest musical influence is Justin Timberlake.
That was a big high note for everyone. I just was thinking. No. Yes, and no. Yes and no. I think everybody has obviously for how Michael Jackson did a lot of the way his music was, and the fact that he conquered so many different styles of music over the time that he was an artist. I think who is my musical inspiration these days? Probably John Mayer more than anyone. I love John Mayer. I think he tells a really good story in a song.
That's cool.
He's very good the way he puts it together.
He's very funny too.
He is really funny.
Like I like I'm not too familiar with his music, to be honest, but I've just seen like videos and stuff like he posted like that goes viral, and I always find them hilarious. Like,
yeah, very good. He's very funny.
And when did you see that video when celebrities were singing "What a Wonderful World"?
Oh my god, it was so funny.
Was it one of the
funniest thing? And he started singing the Ariana Grande song. So good.
So
oh my god, I must have watched it about 8
genius
times.
that he even came up.
So funny. I've got a good question actually. This one is actually quite coincidental with today because I actually released a clothing capsule with Hugo today, which I'm sending you. I've got them on now. I'm sending you a tracksuit and some other bits over. And the question is, true or false that you have your own clothing brand?
I do got my own merch, yes. So if that's considered clothing brand,
I guess these days it does class.
Yeah. I think merch is just super interesting because with merch you can be so relevant with what's going on. You can, that's what I like, and I have some really cool stuff that's gonna be relevant, but also like kind of throwbacks of for fans that been since day one. I have one that's gonna be that I'm like I like, because sometimes I like wearing my merch, but if it says like Alesso on it, it feels like a little bit like myself in a way, so I wouldn't maybe wear the one that says Alesso. But the new ones that I have is something I would wear all the time because it's like it just looks really dope.
Yeah, when we made this collection, actually, what we did was, because I didn't want to put my name all over everything because I just think it looks a bit weird if you do that. We did everything based off of this tattoo, so all of them have like this symbol on somewhere in like a roundabout way. Actually,
that's a cool tattoo. What is that tattoo?
This tattoo I actually got because of all of the boys and there were arrows. I don't know. I was very intoxicated at the time that I did it, and I kind of woke up like, what the hell? I've got a road sign on my arm. But at the same time, it's become like a part of me. I mean, I'm sure you think the same with tattoos, that like when you get them at first, it's a bit daunting the first few days. You're like, oh my god, like did I make the right choice? And then they just become like birthmarks almost. It's weird.
Yeah, definitely. I can in the beginning, like, especially like big pieces, like I remember I did this, it still needs some more work done, but I was like, damn, I have a fucking skull.
It's cool though. Yeah, no, same. I was like, it's great. It's crazy. And when I got my tattoos on my hands, like for the first few days, I'd look at my hands and I'd be like, like they're not my hands.
I don't know if I have the courage to do my hands. I like it, but
do it. They're the best thing ever. I love it.
Yeah, it's dope, right? There is one that I really want to do. I've seen that, but I don't want to like rip someone off. But it's one of the coolest. It's the coolest tattoo. I'll send it to you. It's one of the...
Is it? I mean, I'm intrigued to know.
But I'm just like, will I, regret it, or I don't know.
Now,
maybe.
if you get the right thing, I mean, like I say, the first time, I mean, this one, I had to have this hand done like 3 times in a row because the guy who did it was like a bit messed up when he did it, and it was like really faint. So then I had to have someone like rework my hand, and I was like, oh my god, like I can't believe I've messed up the hand tap. But yeah, like I say, for the first few days, because you don't realize that they don't look like your hands anymore. It's really weird.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a new hand, which is crazy. All right, on to the next question. Your producer name is Big Payne.
Sounds like a name of something else. No, my producer name was DJ Big Payne in the scene. I think when I did the remixes for the band. Back in the day.
Yeah,
I mean, you've called me Deep House Payne, which I think is like another string of the Liam Payne DJ section that's kind of like coming off.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think there should be a house music called Haunted House.
Oh, that's
and
good.
It's so good that it's scary.
It's like some scary sound. It's
like some like creepy house. Like I can't even do an impression of what it would be.
Yeah, Deep House. It's real. It's happening. It's coming soon.
How many types of house music are there?
Ooh.
There's inside the house, outside the house, around the house.
Man, there's so many. There's tech house, deep house, progressive house, electro house, bass house. I think
you should do a challenge where they play you a record and then you have to guess what genre it fits into.
Yeah, but what I do notice also is like when I go on these website where they sell house music and like where you can buy house music and tech house, they always categorize them differently than I should. Like some make sense as this is but even then like people always say my sound is called progressive house, which is like all of the big high synths, like very loud synths, and it's very melodic. But then if I go on like a beatport and I put in melodic, but it's like not in the same style.
Yeah.
So I just think everyone has like their own opinions on what is what. But what I do know, I think it's pretty easy to name, to know when a song is a tech house song or a deep house, because tech house is like techno with house music. So techno is very like monotone. It's very like, it's just like, very monotone.
Yeah.
But when you combine it with house, it becomes like funky in a way. It becomes like happy and bouncy. It just doesn't become so monotone. It's the same bass line all the time, but it creates more of a groove. And that's why it's so different. So tech house and techno are like really different, even though it has a part of techno in it.
I've got some research to do because I don't know any of this.
Yeah, no, but it's like, well, tech house is like Fisher, losing it. That's like tech house, but because it's monotone, but it's groovy at the same time.
Groovy, I like it.
Let's see what else we got here. The reason why you haven't gotten a hairstyle is only partially because of quarantine, but mostly because you inspired my hairstyle.
I think you probably did inspire this ever so slightly. I don't know. I've just always really wanted to grow like really long hair and just see what happens. Mm-hmm. I feel like I've done every other hairstyle, and this is the one that I've never conquered because I always cut it too early before it happens. And the quarantine thing's made it hard for sure. I styled it a little bit differently today to try and maintain the locks. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the growing it's a real situation. I mean, you've got to get past that annoying phase, as everybody says, and I just can't seem to do it.
I know what you.
I wanted to do blonde hair just for the fun and see what happens, but I'm not. I just don't think I'm brave enough to do that.
I think you should try. I think it's always like, for example, I'm like bust hair, and it's been bust hair for like 4 years, I think, because every time I grow out, it gets to a point where it looks like really bad, and then I just trim it off. My hair back here, but
I didn't know that. So that is a secret I did not know about you. True or false? There's a buzz cut underneath that, and the hair is a wig.
I I read someone online. There was someone said, I can't tell if he has a buzz cut or like it was something like that. Like, what is his haircut? Because it's like it's trimmed here, but it's long everywhere else. I promise it's real. It's what else?
What else? What else? I think we're slowly running out of things too. I mean, let's just
Oh,
start.
wait. Okay, if you aren't an artist, would you pursue your dream as an aerospace engineer?
That was actually my dad's job. My dad used to build aeroplanes.
No way.
I went for like 2 weeks to go and do it before I ended up being on X Factor when I was 14, and it was crazy. It was like adult Lego, like building real life aeroplanes. He used to build the bit on the wing that did this.
So cool! Holy shit!
It was so good. I can remember the first time we went on a plane actually, and it was with One Direction, and Zayn hadn't actually been on an aeroplane before, and it was quite nice because I knew everything there was to know about aeroplanes. So he was like really scared about the flight, and I think there was a point where somebody told him that to take off a plane has to do a loop the loop to get, and we were like, yeah, man, it needs to do it to gain altitude, and he was like, no, man, I'm not ready for this.
That's amazing. You know, we've
So
done.
funny.
I've been on many airplanes, and there's been a few. I
I kind
remember.
of wish they did a loop the loop at this point.
Yeah, one time, like pilot just like we were passing this place in Sweden, and he just took this turn, and it just made me realize how much pressure can be in an airplane when you take these turns. We're like glued. Like I've never felt that in an airplane.
Have you ever gone in an air pocket?
What is it when it's just like no air and you drop? Yeah. Oh. Many times. Oh, that's the worst.
Like, you literally think that is game over.
Yeah,
it's game over. I'm out of here.
Yeah, it's so scary. All right. Is your flat haunted?
I think this flat is haunted.
Shut the fuck up. I am so scared of these things.
I think it is. We're still having the same thing at nighttime of the wardrobe light that seems to come on by itself, and it doesn't do it any other time of day. It's really weird. And then like recently, we have like they have these things here which are like little ceiling speakers, and the TV is off, but interference comes through the speaker.
Wait, what?
So you know when you put your phone too close to a speaker and it goes, was that like that noise? That was my impression. I thought that was quite good. And the at night time in bed, they're in the ceiling over here, and they start going. It's really weird. It's a weird house. It's built on an old hospital, so like I genuinely think it might be a bit haunted.
Oh wow. Yeah, so there's a lot of people have died there, huh? In that house.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's like a weird little cathedral thing down here, and it's a creepy little thing. This is I think this is one of the hoodies that I'm sending you. I can't really show you though because it's really simple. But you'll like it. The tracksuit's amazing.
Come with the abs, because this quarantine I haven't.
I'll send you these as well.
Oh my god,
it's weird. I got sent this parcel from Hugo. Obviously, they send me different clothes every so often to try on, and then like they always put like these in the top of the thing. I'm not sure whether it's just to make me happy or like to make me like it. I wish I still looked like that.
You should always be like, yeah, we remember this.
What other weird stuff have I got here? I have this guy. Wait there, let me turn the light on. I've got the weirdest stuff. I have this like Dracula guy who's just like sat there.
Wait. Is that a live? How big is that? It's like
maybe like a foot tall.
Well, who is that?
It's a guy who played Dracula years ago. I don't know. I just saw it in a shop and was like, I'm just gonna get that because I have a crown.
Oh my god! Oh damn, that's cool.
Because
we're showing off things now. All right.
We're just doing stuff. I have a cowboy hat.
Oh my god! I borrowed. I was at this Halloween party. Last year, and my manager also manages marshmallow, so they gave me a marshmallow head. So I'm keeping it.
Oh, that's so good! I want that.
it's really uncomfortable though. Like it gets really. That one is like a older version. I actually did
What
get
it's
to
like
borrow.
the Mark 32 of it's like marshmallows, like Iron Man. Oh, there is Iron Man. That's so funny.
Yeah, I actually put it on him. Maybe I should put it on. Wow. We're creating a new superhero.
I was waiting for you to look to see if I'd scare you, and I failed miserably. That needs to be a TikTok.
Oh damn!
I quite like wearing a cowboy hat. I've gotten really into it lately, but I can't do it in public.
No.
I don't know. I just don't think I'm brave enough yet. I think I've got a little bit of time in me. Oh, I have this Iron Man. Have you got this Iron Man? This Iron Man's cool as hell. Do you have this one?
Oh, that's dope. Oh, that's from the Avengers, right?
Hulk Smasher.
It's really dope. No, the only one I have that I got not that long is this one.
Oh, I like that. That's good.
Yeah, it's the latest one from. Then yeah.
And then the same one you have.
Oh, that's so crazy.
His finger broke off though, like legit. Like his finger's like.
Jordan from Sideshow Toys, or. Oh,
His
what?
hand broke on transit, so it is what it is.
Maybe that could be a new thing you do. You sit there with glue. Oh my!
Did you see that Henry Cavill had posted that thing the other day? And he's got really into those World of Warcraft toys.
Yeah, I saw that.
Painting those stuff. There's a little bit of me that wants to do that though. I don't know why. I'm such a geek.
No, yeah. I was at the grocery store and they had like a toy section there, and there was Legos there, and I was like, maybe I should buy some Legos.
We have this. This is a good one I bought the other day. It's called an Ark kit, and it's like a good excuse because you make like a house.
Oh, what? That's so cool. How do I get your? Like, I'm looking at it's.
Well, how do you spin the camera?
Well, no, like
Look at that. Imagine that was your house.
That's so cool. Wait, you built that? Or?
Yeah, you built it out of like these little like. Oh, hang on, that's my face. These little pieces, and they just like go on, and then you can make like any house out of it. It's quite cool.
Oh, so you get to create your own house. You
can make your own house. Yeah, I mean that was the one that was on the packet because it was the first one that I did. But
that's dope.
Pretty cool.
It would be dope to do like a miniature version of your apartment.
That's what exactly. We should do that.
Yeah.
We can put me on the balcony singing like a crazy person during quarantine.
And be like, right now we are here, like on a globe, like we're standing right here. Okay. Any more? Your last live performance in Vegas. Oh, we should talk about that. I have residency in Vegas. Obviously, everything is closed now. It's crazy. My friend was there the other day, and he posted videos. He was driving through Vegas. Completely never seen Vegas being close to that. Even if it's like 7 a.m. in Vegas or 6 a.m. on a Sunday morning, you'll still see people. It's like normally. Yeah. There's no time in Vegas where people are not hanging out. Like it's always 24/7, but now it's just like so quiet. And
I mean, London is exactly the same. I mean, let's have a look out the window right now. There's nobody around.
There's
I went up by Harrods on Oxford Street, and there's just nothing going on. I've been enjoying like a little drive out every so often and just going for a drive and not getting out of the car, which has been quite nice. But look, I mean, it's empty.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's crazy. Same. Like the only time I've like driving my car a little bit to the grocery store. Then I take the freeway and just like and I get to drive a little bit more. But yeah, it's so weird, man. But yeah, the Vegas thing. We should definitely perform together in Vegas, and we should celebrate that we made this, because I always think it's important, like when you release songs and stuff like that, like you achieve something that's positive, and then you should celebrate that. You know
what? This was always a problem when we were in the band, because we never had a time to celebrate the victories of it. So we always took it for granted a little bit of how good it was to win stuff. Like I remember being in award shows, and we'd win like 3 or 4 awards at the show, and then we'd be on a plane to the next show straight after the award show. So you would never get time to stop and go,
that's
well
great.
done, man.
because at the end of the day, it's like it's just numbers on a website and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's crazy important, I think, to like, even if it's just like a dinner or a drink together. All right, let's have a drink.
Yeah, something just to like mark the moment. I think it's important as well.
Exactly, because otherwise you won't really remember it. You'll be like,
No.
oh, a day like, oh, why did we celebrate? Oh, because we had this song and blah blah. All right. Any more questions? I got 2 more.
Times 66. What do we get times 66 of?
What do you say?
Oh,
it's frozen now, your camera. There we go. Let's see. He's frozen. Can you hear me? Liam? Hello? Hello? I think lagging here. I can hear you. Can you hear me? No? Let's see. We're having some technical difficulty.
Oh.
Not that frozen. Okay, all right. Well, I guess it's just me now. Let's see if I can get him back here. All right, guys. Let's see if I can get him back in. Sorry about that. There's a lot of people here. Let's see. We have some fan questions too. So we're gonna see if I can answer them. Okay, let's see. There's a lot of questions coming in, but it's kind of hard also to see them at the same time. Let's see. Let's see. Midnight. He's requested. Okay, there we go. I think we're getting him back in.
I sent you a question saying, how are you handling the pressure without me? That was my fan question.
It was really awkward there because I was talking to you.
It was a tense moment.
I was like, what the hell's going on? All right. So we have some fan question we should jump into.
Are we doing it? And is this from the comment bar?
I think so, yeah. But it's quite.
Oh, hang on. Here's a good one. If you were 2 inches tall and stuck in a blender, how would you get out?
In a blender? That's a good question. Thinker.
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, I've never given it much thought before.
Liam Payne without the Liam or without the... What is your favorite? Oh my god, there.
If you were a tree, what type would you be? I feel like I would be a horse chestnut tree.
I would definitely be a Swedish tree.
What's a Swedish tree?
An ek. I would be very reserved, very do my own thing.
Very.
You know how Swedish people are, very reserved, careful.
Everyone's asking if you were a chair, who would you let sit on you?
Oh my, dude, people just straight up ask the craziest questions. If you were chair, I wouldn't let any celebrity sit on me.
Are you going to learn any TikTok dances? I'd like everyone to see what your representation of a TikTok dance is.
I feel like it's a lot of throwing your arms around and like
We're talking asymmetric moves.
and then they change outfits and then you're just like wow, and then like oh my god, and
That's quite good. There was no effects in the process of making that. That was all real.
yeah. Okay. If you were a milkshake, what kind would you be? These are some serious questions.
A milkshake.
My milkshake brings all boys together.
Like.
All right. What else? What's oh, this is a good one. Do you like Swedish food? Have you tried Swedish food? I mean, you have köttbullar, exactly. But you need.
I used to, honestly, we spent a lot of time in Sweden because it's where we first started making music with Rami and Carl and Sarvan. And yeah, I mean, it was a good time in life. At that point, we actually weren't very known at the start, so it was kind of like quite chill at times. And we used to go walking through the old town and everything. It was lovely, and the food. Yeah, I love the food. But yeah, I think köttbullar is my favorite by far.
Köttbullar. You actually pronounce
and you have good cheese.
Very good cheese.
You are very good at cheese.
All right. What Hogwarts house are you? Are you a big Harry Potter fan?
I love Harry Potter. I literally rewatched all of them the other day because there was just nothing else to do, and it's just like my girlfriend hadn't seen it, so I was like, "You cannot not see Harry Potter and be in this relationship, so we have to do this right now."
Yeah.
And she loved it. We got right into it. I can't wait for the new Fantastic Beasts to come out to find out more about Dumbledore and his past.
Have you ever met him, Daniel Radcliffe?
Dumbledore?
No, Daniel Harry Potter. Have you ever met him?
This is the thing, right? I met Harry Potter. No, I met Daniel Radcliffe. I met Daniel Radcliffe when I wasn't really massively into Harry Potter, and then yeah. So then I was excited to meet him. Of course, I knew he was Harry Potter. Like I knew what was going down. And then I remember we were in the cinema, and Niall got like a habit of falling asleep everywhere, and we were like super tired, and he fell asleep in the premiere of like the last film, and I was just like sat next to him, and he's like snoring in the cinema, and I was like, oh my god, like please wake up.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. I just read an article that I think he was at a bar and he had like a beer with like they were just like, oh, I had a beer with Harry Potter. That would be so cool to say.
Yeah, coolest thing ever.
Yeah. Okay, we got time for one more and then that's it.
Right, I'm gonna find something riveting that I want to know.
Who would you be? Someone asked.
A lot of Harry Potter related questions. If you guys could switch lives for one day, what would you do?
That's a good one.
I'd have longer hair. I'd fulfill my lengthy dream.
No, but it's a good question. What would like with like as my lifestyle? What would you do? Would you like go and DJ somewhere?
I'd go and DJ somewhere for sure. I'd steal all of your sound library. Like I'd have like all of your sounds.
That's a good one. I'd
have a swim in your pool. I'd take the dog out for a drive in the Lamborghini. I'd be all over the shop.
If I were you for one day, I would just walk out in the streets and see how everything will go crazy. I would be like, it's like a bomb that's about to explode, you know, just waiting and then just more and more people coming. And then I would freak out and be like, leave me alone. Just run out. Just to like,
no, it depends. You know what? It depends what kind of day you catch it on. I've been in places before when how do I best explain this? It just depends who's walking past. I remember before I walked past like an all-girls school on a field trip from Spain, and it was like, I literally, like, if I see like a field trip in that circumstance, I will like just like turn like this slowly, just like move past it like this, because I'm like, oh my god, if this happens, I've got nowhere to go or whatever. And it's like, it's the craziest thing, because you can get caught up in such a situation of a storm of people, and like you just always want to avoid that moment. Like, I love meeting people in the street and saying hi to everybody, and like, you know, getting to know people and whatever. It's a lot of fun. But when it comes on in like a storm, and like it's like this, it's like it's hard to escape.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's just like crazy, you know, how well known all your faces are, because you're 4 or 5. How many guys are you?
Five that came 4.
Became 4, yeah. So like it's just crazy how all of you are so individually known, you know. And I think it's crazy, because like you'll see like bands, you know, and then there's always like one that's like more of the face, like, you know, just Like and NSYNC, you know, but all you guys are like equally big, you know. So I just think it's crazy. Like,
I think it's such a mixture of like the timing of the way things were, and you know, I think especially with how online everything is these days, you can get to know a lot more about people, and it just seemed to be the perfect storm for it. Really, it was quite. I mean, it is quite insane, but I'm dead proud of everybody for what they've managed to do coming out of it, because you wouldn't have expected it. Like you say, you just didn't see it coming. So it's a lot of fun, and just checking in and seeing everyone's music and what they come out with, and it's cool.
All right, man, dope. I'll guess we'll talk very soon again.
I'll probably speak to you tomorrow at some point.
All right, cool, man. I'll talk to you soon. Take it easy.
See you later.